Brandon, the Brandon Show. The Brandon, it's the Brandon Show. Come watch the show. Come bring all of you.
Robert Redford can suck my.
Robert Redford can suck my.
I'm retarded?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Brandon and Daniel podcast. Is it?
Oh, it sure is, buddy. We're back with another brand new episode.
You know.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt this beautifully crafted, magnificent, spectacular, magical podcast. But I would like just to remind you guys to like, follow, and subscribe if you like what you're listening to and watching. Share with a friend. Share with your mom, your dad, creepy neighbor across the street. If you don't like what you're listening to or watching, I don't give a shit. We already got the view. Now, let's get back into the show. Oh, this boy has a notebook.
This is where our quick questions are.
Oh, wow. You wrote them down.
Yeah, I totally wrote them down.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally wrote them
You
down.
got some great penmanship.
No, thank you so much. Thanks. It's very modern.
Very modern. Very italicized, bold font.
Oh, that's very, I see that. No, that's all I wanted to get. Yes. When we get into that segment, we'll get into what's in the notebook.
What's in the notes?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
I feel like there's a lot to talk about. We probably don't even need the notes.
No, there's a lot to talk about.
We went to war and it ended.
And then it started up again.
And then started back into. He's such a marketing. The thing you gotta love is the marketing genius. Calling it a 12-day war. Saying I stopped the 12-day war.
But did he? Because apparently the ceasefire stopped.
Whose did he? Wait, what do you mean the ceasefire stopped?
That was my camp counselor's name. The ceasefire. Apparently they started firing off again, and he was on the news calling them fucking assholes.
Like within the last couple hours?
Yes. I just saw. Let me see if I can find the clip.
Please. That's relevant. Breaking news.
Dun, 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 dun.
Donald Trump hazes Israel and Iran. Breaking. Wait, well, they had 12 hours to stop. He was basically like two kids fighting, and he was like, hey.
This is literally from like within the last 12 hours.
Oh, that's a... Oh, no, I saw this.
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything
That's
you
what I was
have on
saying.
it. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that.
This is the first time he curses.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. You understand that?
That's a real leader right there.
That is literally
no tie, top button undone, stressing. Bro.
That is literally I just worked for this deal for weeks and this dumbass just fucked it up. But it's also, yeah, I liked it.
Just blur it out.
Blur what out?
You said you just worked for a deal and he just ruined it. What?
He worked for a deal.
Oh, I thought you said you did. I was like, what fucking...
You?
Me.
No, he just worked for a deal between Israel and Iran. You get me?
Yeah.
And then he woke up in the morning. I was like, oh, his tie undone. Exactly what you were saying. Yeah, his tie undone. Like, but he did low key when the war. What I didn't like is when there's a ceasefire. He actually said, okay, there'll be a ceasefire for the first 12 hours. Israel will stop. Iran will stop, and then the next 12 hours, Israel will stop. Like if real.
So it's like get off whatever you have.
And
planned.
then they did that. It legit. That's what it said.
But
it
apparently
was like,
Israel was just like, by the way.
Here's a mother load.
By the way, we got one more for you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it is crazy, but I think that they'll
eventually stop.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have a choice because we're gonna just fly 7 more B-2s over there. It's gonna be a different target.
That whole operation was insane.
Dude.
It was like 100 planes, submarines.
And the fact that Russia and China don't want no smoke because they're like, our radars didn't even pick those planes up.
Yeah, and if you notice, Russia's not back. Normally, Russia would be like helping Iran, giving them money. Exactly. And Russia's like, we got them Ukrainians to worry about.
Yeah. We got something over here going on that the U.S. isn't involved with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, dude, it's really
I was scared to go to the city. I was actually.
Bro, how do you think I feel every day?
Oh, you know what it is too? I told myself, all right, and if I do go to the city, I'm gonna go like, I'll show up at like 1 o'clock. No, we need another word for. No attack.
No, jagaloons. we're called the jagaloons.
Okay, no jazz sounds. We're just
all
as
right,
bad.
All right, how about this?
How it sounds. We say that a lot. Man.
Instigators.
Okay. Yeah, I think an instigator will preferably want to. Let's get into some instigator. Right. If you were an instigator, what time of day would you strike?
Later in the day, and I'm striking one of the tunnels.
What time in the What time in the day for real? What do you mean probably later in the? Give me an approximate.
Like 2-3 o'clock when people are trying to make their way out of the city.
Making their way out.
I thought about it. I was in dead stop traffic in the tunnel yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm just like, dude, anyone can either just blow their car up and just take out a few hundred people, if not 1,000 people in the tunnel.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or just stop their car and just start lighting it up.
Oh, okay. But what I'm thinking is you're only going to kill, you're only going to hurt, you're only going to get maybe a...
Yeah, but there's 3
You're only going to instigate a couple hundred people.
3 tubes.
That's the other thing. You would have to get a couple instigator friends and set
up. As I usually do. Apparently there's thousands of instigators in the country already.
So apparently these instigators could, potentially all park up at that time.
And all get instigation ready and start praying to their instigator leader.
Right. You're feeling some type of way.
Because I'm in the city.
Wait, time out. But if I was an instigator, I would strike earlier in the morning. 2-3 o'clock, I already missed everybody who went home by 1 p.m. All the rich people. I'm trying to strike first thing. Everyone's going to get to the
12
city.
o'clock, lunch rush.
Exactly. A little earlier
11,
than 12
o'clock.
Like before they go to lunch. I'm trying to hit them. Your probably peak time is 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. That's when everybody's getting there. But I get what you're saying. Get them on the way home. What you're also talking about is a large instigated attack with multiple coordinations. I'm more thinking of one big instigation. Yeah. Yours is True, but the last instigated attacks, like on 9/11, they were very coordinated and planned out. Too. And it was exactly the time that I'm saying. Yeah. What? Okay, next.
The morning commute it was.
Next instigation question. What day of the week would you do it?
Wednesday.
Why?
Because I feel like a lot of people call out Monday.
Okay.
Tuesday, and Thursdays and Fridays.
You're not. I wouldn't do it Thursdays and Fridays.
Friday, no one's in the city ever.
I like Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wednesday's more people are in the city. Wednesday, it's I gotta go to the office. Let me just. Oh, what day would I want to go to the office? A Wednesday, middle of the week.
I've done all this research. Trust. Do you know when the 9/11 instigation happened? What day of the week?
Tuesday.
How'd you know that?
Because I was there.
I was alive.
We were all alive. Bro.
I do remember
production. You remember?
I remember.
I know you would. We were all in school.
Production wasn't born yet. Production was a baby.
Talking to myself. I was just having this conversation with someone the other day. She asked me, she was like, how old were you during 9/11? I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5.
And then she said, I wasn't born yet. I wasn't even thought of yet. My parents didn't meet yet.
No, she wasn't.
I bet. No, that's even if you were born in 2002, you're already a grown ass woman. You're 23 years old. That's how fast I did that math, and it was right.
She was Rain Man.
Like a calculator.
A calculator?
Yeah. What else besides Iran? Actually, we could keep going. They have our oil. They have. You know what it is? They don't.
Oil.
That's a big thing of why we're good because everybody else does, though.
Why do you think that? You want to get 5% of our oil from there. Why do you think Daddy Trump renamed it the Gulf of America so he could drill?
I heard a Jimmy Carr joke, and it was beautiful. I was like, oh, my God. Great Britain, okay, when they ruled the world, you know what there was a country There's a country called Germany. German people don't call it that.
They call it like
Let's see.
Deutschland.
Yes, they call it Deutschland. The people who conquered them, Jimmy Carter, they just said, call it whatever the fuck you want. We called the other countries whatever we wanted, and they took that fucking name because we were the leaders of the world. Like, no one cares. The people are going to call it whatever they want, the real name of it. Japan's name is not Japan. The people of Japan, they don't call it Japan. They call it like New. It's like a weird. It starts with an N. I forgot.
New Shibuya.
New Shibuya.
I don't think that's that word.
Yeah, that's not. That's not good.
I should have guessed.
I met some kid yesterday when I was walking in the city, and he came up to me to smoke a cigarette, and I was like, if this is a simulation, this guy definitely is approaching me. He's like a little side mission, okay?
Yeah, side quest.
Yeah, he was definitely side quest, and he just started saying how his life sucks, and then he started blaming it on the Isle of Jersey being haunted. And then have you ever heard of this?
I know there's Isle of Jersey.
In Britain, me too.
Yeah.
But apparently it was haunted, and there was like killings and crazy things. And then when that came over here and they named it New Jersey, that haunting. This is what the guy's telling me on the side of him smoking a bogey with this guy's.
This is a Grand Theft Auto side mission.
No, for real. He was telling me about Roosevelt, like telling me about all these conspiracies.
I was there.
Almost. And I'm just there like, it's so hard when you do believe a lot of conspiracies and somebody just keeps feeding them to you. There's almost all I could
and
say.
You're like, I haven't heard this one before.
But and then the other ones that I do agree with, the only thing I can really say is, yeah, I agree. Like, I'm not going to, there's no reason for me to argue with you because I actually agree with a lot of the things that you're saying. Like, but it just made me realize, holy crap, some people are actually mentally unstable.
Dude, yesterday I had a late delivery. So it was like 4 or 5 o'clock. And I'm like, let me go for a little walk around the block. I'm here early.
Yeah.
Go for a little smoke.
In the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this dude, bro, like, this is how you
Wrong
know
choice.
we're in a simulation. Not a simulation, but like, bro, this homeless dude, no bullshit. Like the random like power stations they have, like if you want to plug your phone in and charge it.
I've heard of them, but I've never seen them.
They look like little advertisements.
Like a little parking thing. Probably looks like.
Yeah, but they're bigger. They have like a little notepad on them if you want. Like you can make calls on that.
Damn.
Yeah, they're mad crazy. Yo, this dude, no bullshit, had like a living room chair, like a cushion living room chair, like next to it, phone plugged in, snacks, fucking music
living
going,
right
bro,
there.
just living. And I'm just like, probably pay like $200 a month for that apartment right there. Prime downtown Manhattan. Like,
That's
he's living,
insane.
bro. Like,
in the heat?
Bro, 4 or 5 o'clock. Like, it was like 97 degrees out.
In the shade?
No.
Oh.
Dude, he was cooking shirtless. Phone up here, just jamming out to whatever the fuck he was listening to.
Yo, some people, yeah, that is, you should have talked to him. Those are the dudes you stay away from.
Or the dude you clutch your knife when you walk past them.
Yeah. I've been talking to a lot of people in the city. When I first went, I'm not talking to anyone, focused, going to work. And now I'm like how you're saying, like, let me go fucking stroll around and walk around and see the shit that I could get into.
There's always some shit in the city you can get into.
And I swear, I love the fact that every single time that I could walk around the corner, it's like a entirely new place.
Bro.
A new world.
I'm friends with this girl that works down like on Park Ave, right? Like towards downtown.
You scared talking about this?
No. And she was telling me how this girl in her office was walking to the subway the one day, literally across the street, and got slapped in the face by a homeless lady.
Oh shit!
Just being a bystander.
Just
being
walking around.
Yeah, just being a bystander. Bro, she told me one day she was on the subway going home, and some homeless dude just snatched her like leftover lunch out of her hands.
Wow.
Like, what do you do? Like,
the only thing I would be worried about a homeless person or a thief, I feel like, is my phone. I feel like my phone's always very vulnerable for me.
It's bad for me. I keep my phone in my back pocket a lot.
Exactly. Or I have another thing I learned when I have headphones, wired headphones, and that's a big thing for thieves because you can just see exactly. A lot of big problems. You don't even know what pocket somebody's phone's in if you're going to pickpocket or be a thief. But if you have a wired headphones, it's actually like saying, my expensive device is right here
for the taking.
Come and get it. Yeah. In a way. Sometimes it's in my hand. And I just always imagine somebody.
What are you doing if you feel someone tickling around in your pocket?
Immediately assaulting them. Well, turning around and analyzing the situation.
You just look at this big old.
Yeah, the reason I'm assaulting them is because you're saying they're like immediately trying to pickpocket me. Yeah.
What if it was a gay guy? He just wanted to tickle you.
That's what I'm assuming. I'm turning around, seeing if it's a sexy girl trying to grope me to get my attention. That happens all the time.
In the pocket, just a little tickle.
Yeah, she goes in my pocket. She tries to get my ID. She's like, "How old is this guy?"
Old enough to fuck.
Yeah. A lot of city shit been going on. But I don't want to live there. I would, but I don't want to.
I would.
I would, but I don't want to. If I was making an incredible amount of money, I would love to own a piece of property there.
But I just think, like, I saw a statistic. I think it was like 1 in every 20 people in Manhattan's a millionaire.
I saw that too. That was probably some bullshit.
And then it's just like, I'm like, all these businesses and shit, real people that make the money, or the fucking people that own the buildings, bro?
Of course. They're the ones getting the rent. Yeah. Oh, last night
and they're all the same people.
Exactly. The comedy club, all the comedy clubs that I go to are owned by the same people.
The weather control
the instigators hate these people.
That's why we're involved.
No, legit. I forgot what we were saying. Oh, what were you saying?
We were talking about living in the city for a second.
Okay, yeah. No, I wouldn't.
People that own the buildings.
Yeah. I don't. I would love to own real estate and like move in the city, but not live there. I feel like it's so. I don't know.
I guess it really depends where you're at.
There's rats and cockroaches
all over the place.
I bet you even in the $1 billion condos, there's cockroaches and rats in that building.
Probably.
Yeah.
Definitely by the dumpster.
And I'm not saying there's not rats and cockroaches in my buildings, but
you don't ever see them.
You don't ever see them.
I saw some rats last night and cockroaches, actually. Now that we're talking about it, I was in the loading dock.
Is this an innuendo for a type of people?
No. Like actual.
Saw some goddamn rats. I saw some goddamn cockroaches.
Fucking animals.
Some goddamn mosquitoes.
Oh, I was getting bit by those.
Wait. And what'd you do?
I just sat there and was like.
What a fucking lines of them chasing each other.
Like 2 of them.
Imagine it was like Tom and Jerry, or like the Scooby-Doo thing. You just see the rats.
The
rats chasing the cockroaches, then the cockroach chasing the rats, and then they're both chasing each other. And then they meet in the middle, and then they turn around and run away from each other.
A cat chasing a rat would have been.
And then the cat pops up. You've seen that Scooby-Doo parts, right? You get the reference I'm saying?
Yeah. When they're chasing after the monster chasing after them.
In the room. And then they both run at the same time. They look at each other. I was imagining that with the rats.
The rats and the cats?
And the the rats and the cockroach. And then halfway through the running, a cat comes in. And then he starts running and chase. And the cockroach chased the rat. And the cat. All right. Yeah. I saw DC. Oh, this is what I was going to say. In the city, the types of people that live there. Last night, I go to a comedy club. I do a show, normally in the main room. Okay, it gets pushed up to the upstairs room. I ask why. They say, Dave Chappelle's downstairs. I say, oh, the place became a whole different place. It became a Navy SEAL operated lockdown environment. Locked up phones, bags. I go there. I've been going there every day for the last 8 months. I know the people. Treated me like they've never seen me before in their life. Not that like that, but like that. And the people they sold tickets, and when they were selling tickets online, it just said special, huge, crazy headliner, $300.
Shit.
Not even promoting who it was.
Sold out.
I was telling someone. The Dave Chappelle audience, like the people who are waiting in line, standing at the bar, okay, just mingling, compared to who's normally there for the Legion of Skanks, like the group of people.
Completely
like,
different crowd.
Yeah, these people have so much indisposable income, however they have it, that they can just spend $300 to go to the city with their wife, like whoever, probably a couple, and then food and drink, like literally just ready to spend $1,000 on a no-named comic that on a Monday night. Like, to me, I was just sitting there, I got to sit it was so hectic. They put me at the comics table. I met Mark Norman. Like I was literally sitting with the comics. The comics got treated like they were B-list like it was like.
You met Mark Norman?
Of course.
Comedy.
I've been met Mark Norman.
Yo, DeRosa was on Kill Tony last night.
I saw that.
I was like, I met that guy.
No, yeah. I haven't seen him since Story Wars.
Sorry to cut you off. I was going to say, like, he's so...
I finished what I was saying.
I was going to say, he's actually, like, such a genuine person. Even on Kill Tony, like, he didn't even try to be mean to anybody.
He is
like, even
so
nice. When I met him back in the green room, whatever you fucking call that area in Philly.
There was the green room in Helium.
The green room, to the green room.
That's the second green. That's a smoke. I would call that like the smoking green room.
Yeah, when I met him back there, like he's the same fucking person as Young Kill Tony, just a nice ass person. Like, not trying to be mean, like actually giving tips to the comedians and shit.
I forgot what he did specifically. There was a few interactions that we had, it specifically at Helium with him, and I was like, oh, I think with the bathroom specifically. I went whatever. It was just me asking for something. I was a new person starting out, and he treated me like I was one of his boys, like a family member. That's literally how I felt. Like, holy shit, this guy doesn't even know me, and he's treating me so nice and calm. He could have literally been like, who the fuck is this in my green room?
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
No, that was the same about...
I was worried that would have happened.
That's how I thought Jay and Lewis were going to be when I walked at them. Yeah. They were mad cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Big Jay and Lewis. Let me put some respect on his name.
Please.
Sorry, those are your bosses.
I told you about... I don't know if I should say this on camera. I don't know if I told you.
If you change your mind, just fucking edit it out.
True. About introducing myself to Big J?
Did you?
I didn't say this.
Like, I know you like hopped in his truck, like he was showing off his new truck and shit.
Yes. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't hop in the truck. Let's get that
right.
right.
On his truck.
I like looked inside with his wife and Tom. Like him and his girl were there, and I was with Tom smoking a cigarette outside. And it was like, hey, like he like gave me a head. It was not like,
yeah, you hopped on.
It was not like Brandon. Like Lewis looks at me now, he's like, "What's up, kid?" Like he just knows I work for him. Like it's just, yeah. So we do a segment, and it's street special needs kid. Go out in the street, pretend like you're a special needs kid. And I was recording. Yeah, okay, I told you this story.
Yeah.
So then after that, I might have said this already. And then whatever. At the end of that, I realized I know these people. I watch their clips. I edit their clips. I know that they want to say my name. They want to say anyone's name. Anytime something happens, they're always like, Serafina Ja. They say the person's name specifically. They like to credit the person, especially when it's something bad. They love it. You get me? And I was doing something bad, and they just multiple times referenced in the episode, who has the camera? Who has the... If they knew it, they would have said, call Brandon. I just know them. That's what they would have said if they knew my name, for real. So this is just me wanting them to know my name and a projection of myself being insecure and wanting Big J to know me because he's my favorite. You get me? So I was like, whatever. He doesn't know my name. I've been here for months now. I'm going to go up to him and introduce myself. I asked one of the comedians that know him very well that she opens for him. And she was like, bro, just do this, introduce yourself, say this, and it'll be fine. I promise. I'm smoking a cigarette outside. He pulls up. He's talking to all the little groupies. He walks away to go by himself with his boy. Legit, like another comedian. It would be like me and you walk, like his boy. And he's just... So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to approach this in a little bit. So I let them talk and I let them bullshit for a little bit. And then I walk over and I'm like, hey, what's up, Jay? I smoke a lot. I don't know if I properly introduced myself to you. My name's Brandon. And then he was like, I know. I've been asking you to do things for months. If I didn't know your name, it would be pretty embarrassing for me. And I just looked at him like, yeah, just, I don't know. It was so awkward right there. And then he says, you know.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt this beautifully crafted, magnificent, spectacular, magical podcast. But I would like just to remind you guys to like, follow, and subscribe if you like what you're listening to and watching. Share with a friend. Share with your mom, your dad, creepy neighbor across the street. If you don't like what you're listening to or watching, I don't give a shit. We already got the view. Now, let's get back into the show.
I'm Jay. And then I go, I'm Brandon. And then we shake hands. And it was like we had just met again. It was the weirdest, most awkward, probably.
I'm Jay.
Yeah, exactly. And then in my head, I'm like, why the fuck would I even do that and even introduce myself to him? I should have just not did anything and been myself and not cared if he fucking knew my name or not. That's normal me. But instead, I felt some type of way like, No, I feel like this guy should know my name. I want him to know my name. I want him to know what I do
Recognize
here.
me, please, sensei.
That's what that was. And I just realized, okay, let's never fuck. There's a reason I don't do that. And I'm never embarrassing myself. But it was so bad. It was weird, but it was also acceptable. I guess I just came up at the wrong moment because after, like the guy that he was with, he literally looked at me and said, "Yo, bro, I'm so sorry. We're just talking about something." You get me? Like it was a moment that they were already.
They weren't expecting that.
They were. It was a little like weird, not weird, but it was just like it was a not normal thing that would have happened. And they were talking about something, and then we all felt like, damn, this young kid just tried to like talk to Jay and like actually introduce himself in a really bad moment. You get me? That's what the guy said to me really quick, and I was like, and then while he was saying that, I was like, I'll see you guys inside, with my head down, probably.
Tail between the legs.
Like legit.
Penis completely soft.
Hard.
Oh, hard.
Whoa, hard.
I love rejection.
I just got rejected. It's hard. It makes me want him more now. Yeah. How do you, what, you think I handled that right?
I think you handled it pretty well. I think it's kind of funny that you forgot or didn't realize he obviously knew your name and not just...
Why do you think they're not saying it or acknowledging it? Dead ass, though.
Maybe they just didn't know you had the camera.
They knew.
Or maybe they didn't want to throw you under the bus.
They love that.
Well, maybe they like you. What the fuck do you want me to say?
Yeah. That's why. No, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Roast me, senpai.
I don't want that's maybe, you know what, that's why. I've never actually put myself out there into the world. I've always stayed at a distance.
Secluded.
That's why me introducing myself, I don't stay secluded. I just stay at a distance.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean. Secluded.
Yeah. Secluded is completely by myself. I'm there with them, hanging out, but I'm more like with the production.
Like a weird kid.
Legit. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a football team comparatively what I would be. Because I like
Towel boy.
Because like the Legion of Skanks, what would they be? The quarterback, the running back, and the tight end?
You'd be like the punter.
Not even. No. Yes. Legit. Holy shit. Like I literally take all the shit that they do, whatever happens with them, and I like take a clip and I like kick it out to the world. You get me?
Team.
I'm definitely they're on the team though, you see?
Yeah, no, they're on the team.
I just want to make sure like I got a jersey.
No,
and
yeah,
shit.
you have a jersey. It's like one of the last ones in the box all the way at the bottom. From like 2 years. Like Pryor's design.
In the little circle the other day. One of the kids that started a few months before me, and then the kids that started after me, both of them were talking. And at Skankfest this year, they're going to get Legion of Skanks tattoos. And I just looked at them like...
The fuck is wrong with you?
You guys are gross!
Dick riders.
No, legit. Like, I literally looked at them like, oh, you guys are the idiots that I need to be fans of my show one day. Like, yeah, I need people to get tattoos of my show. Idiots like you. That I'm so... If you hear this and you know what I'm talking about, but it's just the truth. Like, yeah. I do know some people who would get
get what?
Like a Kanye West tattoo on them.
Yeah, I got actually interrogated for it.
Whoa. There's a different meaning on this show now.
Oh, I got questioned about it. Actually, no, I did get interrogated for it.
How?
Motherfucker wouldn't leave me alone, bro.
I have to set that timer again.
They were like, what are you, a big Kanye fan? I said, yeah. They're like, me too, but I wouldn't get him tattooed on me. I'm like, okay, and?
Yeah.
Like, I did.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that your dumbass would do and I wouldn't do.
Exactly.
I don't know who this is, but yeah.
No, well, that's a good way of putting it.
Fuck, I want to put somebody's business on blast, but we're not going to put off-air, on-air stuff here.
Oh, well, you like to do that, apparently.
Yeah, but that's with you and me.
Oh, it has nothing to do with you.
I will put your on-air shit on blast because this is our show. Like, part of the world. I was watching Kai Cenat stream for real, and I put my coffee down. I didn't even take the sip. I picked it up to sip, didn't sip. This is how important this is. Think about this. You know, like reality shows, when you watch a reality show, like let's pick one we both love for real. The Sopranos. Okay,
yes.
I don't really love it, but you can relate. It's not a reality show,
but we'll do.
You're right.
Dateline NBC.
No, I need like King of Queens. Everybody loves Raymond.
All right, Seinfeld.
I've never watched Seinfeld.
Office.
Beautiful. What was
Even
that?
though it's not the reality TV show. But
Oh, it's not. Okay, but let's just use The Office.
Okay.
In The Office.
Hit my
okay,
ride.
relax. That's a good one, but no, bad example.
Fuck.
Let's use The Office. It's just that one's really hard. The car would be I have to use a very crazy situation. In The Office, you get to see the progression of Jim and Pam's love life. You get me? And then they have kids, bro. Like you get to see their entire story for real, like from beginning to end, low key. With Kai Cenat, I've literally watched this kid become a young ass kid. Everyone, not just me, fucking millions of people. But you get to watch him from a kid. Now he like has a house, a wife, a girlfriend that he hangs out with. You get to see him and his girlfriend bonding on camera, off. Like everything is on blast. It's like a literal reality TV show. Nothing's actually hidden. I mean, obviously things are scripted and things are portrayed for the live, but what I'm trying to say is you get to see the progression of the person's life through the podcast and through life.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind putting your on-air stuff and my on-air stuff, because literally, hopefully one day on this podcast, we have our families on the back of the studio. Like literally we're talking, they're there, our wives and our kids. You get me? This is what I'm imagining. And that would be beautiful to see that transgression. Like you do get to see that. I forgot how we started talking about that, but yeah.
That was beautifully put.
That's what I do here, brother.
Oh, bro, a tear in my eye.
Don't do that. It's only, no one can cry till like episode 300.
300?
Damn, episode 300, we need to dress up as Spartans.
Okay.
I'm dead ass.
Okay.
I need to write that down.
All
Like,
right.
that's important.
Put in the actual notebook.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm obviously Leonidas. No, we would have to fight for. No, you can't be Leonidas.
I'll be
You're
Xerxes.
Ginger. Yeah. That's fucking amazing. Oh, I love it. That's gold. Literally, Xerxes gold. And anybody, if you want to be a guest on that show, you better bring a fucking costume.
You better bring a costume.
That would probably be our first cosplay. Once we think of other
You
ideas.
have to join my side.
Oh yeah,
Whatever
you
the
have
fuck
to.
he says.
You have to a little bit of
I have to
acting.
talk like this the whole time.
This is Sparta. That was trash.
Give me the hoe.
That was the first.
Give me the hoe.
Oh, it's easy. Ho! Ho!
A little treat for the audio listeners.
They would like that. They like that stuff.
They love it.
In a family, though. That was cute and all, but dude, I've been trying to find a wife. And it's like anybody who wants.
I thought you found a potential.
No.
You're hanging out with somebody.
What? No. I'm a single bird. Ladies?
Hop on that boy's Peter.
Yeah. Like, there is no girl that is even captivating my attention a little bit right now. And I'm trying. And not that I'm trying, but I tried a little bit. I'm putting myself out there.
Are you on the apps?
No.
Give it a try.
We've talked about this.
I get it, but give it a try. What do you have to lose other than your virginity?
My time.
You're gonna have to put time in.
I know
regardless,
maybe
brother.
you saw this viral post. Man swipes 2 million times, gets one date in 15 years.
Excuse me?
2 million times.
I've not heard of this. This is news to me. 2 million swipes is crazy. Like,
2
did he
million.
pay for Tinder Plus or
Heard about
anything?
this guy? I saw this post on Twitter. It was like, this dude swiped right 2 million times and got one date. And he's not just some unlucky guy. He's the norm. And when I read this, I
Ask.
had some...
How do
Hey,
you,
fuck you and fuck your question.
How do you figure out how many times you swiped? Right here.
It had geo-tracking, his geo-tracking location.
But like, how do you see how many times you swiped?
Because I want to know.
I know, I'm curious. I want to see how many times I swiped right or left. Which one
That's
I've
a
done
good
more.
one. That's a good one. There's probably a way to look that up.
Show me the way.
How can I find out how many times I've swiped left or right on Tinder? You probably had to have started counting. Oh shit, that's how. You can go and you can request your full data report from Tinder that includes swipe counts. Go www.gotinder.com/data. Log in and request your data. You'll receive a zip file email within a few days inside the mylikes.john. Wow, it'll give you the freaking files for your app. This is your full swipe history. You'll need to count
Forever?
or fares the data manually to use it. I know how to view it. Yeah.
Bro, I've
Wow,
downloaded
you should
and-
send the email to them.
I've downloaded and deleted like
It
Tinder.
probably says that.
I was gonna say, shit. The first time, whatchamacallit? I'm trying to think, bro. The first time I downloaded Tinder was probably like 2016 or 17.
Wait, the last time you what?
The first time I downloaded Tinder was like 2016 or 17. I think it was the summer of 2016.
I'm trying to think, did I have it at how fast? Yeah, true. Did I even have it in college? I don't think I did. I don't think I did until I was like 23.
I had Tinder, Bumble, Hinge.
At one point, I did have all three.
I had all three.
Yeah.
Big three.
The big, yeah. I even had a fourth, a backup one.
Which app out of the three do you think you met up with more people on?
I've never met up with one
You've
date
never met
on
up with
any of the apps.
girl ever on the apps?
I swear
I
on
have.
my life.
I have quite a few times.
Not one. That's why to me, I
have
also
quite a few
stopped
times.
using it because it's like, I get no
Nah,
results.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. I've, like, the last time I went on my Tinder, like, it'll tell you, I don't pay for it. So, like, if you pay for it, it'll tell me how many people have liked me, like, and it'll
Of
show me.
course. Gold.
Yeah. But I had the regular one. It said 99 plus, whatever. Like, out of that 99 plus, I'll probably swipe right on a quarter of them. And then out of the quarter of the girls I swipe right on, I would probably meet up with maybe 4 or 5 of them.
That's amazing.
But then it's
5
like,
out of 100 chicks, basically.
yeah.
Solid. It's like 1 out of every 20. Damn,
Yeah, but,
that's
like,
a
bro,
lot, though. That's a lot.
I never
It's a lot of
looked up.
interactions. It's a lot of heys, hellos, not responded
That's
to,
what I'm saying,
or
bro. I
people
never-
hitting you up and you not replying.
Because, like, 9 times out of 10, like, when I do actually meet up with someone off one of the apps, like, I end up, like, actually, like, fucking with them for a little bit. It's
Okay,
just, like,
so that's another
they
reason.
work,
Yeah,
but, like, it's like,
yeah.
whatever happened to meeting someone
It
at the
also
old-fashioned
never is
way at the
peaceful.
grocery store.
It's just never peaceful in my mind to think,
Let's go for a quick smash.
okay, if that's what's happening. My best thing that I usually, the last time I think I downloaded anything is when I like traveled somewhere. Before I went or after I was there, I put that I was on Tinder.
Oh, I'm not gonna
just for
lie.
like my boredom, probably.
Last summer, before I went on this bachelor trip to Myrtle Beach, I paid for it just so I could set my location.
That's smart.
So like a week and a half, 2 weeks before I went down there, I set my
Get some
location
play.
in Myrtle Beach. Yeah, set myself up.
That's like the gentleman's thing to do.
Yeah,
That I get because like
I'm down there for a week. I'm gonna have to panic and
Yeah,
find something. Like,
that's like just taking advantage of living in
Precautions.
2025.
Yeah,
Like,
take some
hey, I'm gonna
precautions.
fucking put myself out there digitally on the dating sites, see what's up before I go out there.
yeah, test the waters before
But
I go fishing.
I was gonna say this. I don't think I could ever be happy with if I meet a girl and I just look at her in her eyes and I'm like, she has Tinder on her phone right now, trying to bang 5 different dudes.
That's the thing.
And Hinge and Bumble. Like,
But,
she's
like, you
on
gotta
all
think
these
about it,
apps.
like-
She is for the streets right now. That's cool and
But that
all.
could be with any girl. Like, say you meet a girl at the store, at the bar, bro. Like, chances are she's gonna have people in her phone.
I
No matter
get you.
what,
I
if
get
it's
you.
an app, if it's Instagram, if it's Snapchat, if it's
But
iMessage,
that
like, no matter
girl's
what.
the girl that doesn't have that stuff.
Is what at church.
She's not like publicly actively looking, displaying it. Whatever.
Exactly, and then you're not gonna find her. So like, you have to deal with the ones that are out here.
I'm only asking for what I do, and I don't use the app, so I would. And I meet girls for real, for real. I met multiple girls
I'm not
lately
saying you don't,
who don't even have social media.
but then don't think they're not fucking texting at least 2.
Oh, I know they're fucking somebody.
All right, so then exactly. So like, what's the difference between that and a girl on the app?
It's literally
saying
the
it's-
fact
she's-
that
it's
she's
guaranteed-
thirsty
it's
on the
guaranteed
app.
she's
I'd
thirsty.
rather her just be a thought in real life, literally, than be a thought on the app. No, sorry. I wouldn't rather that. I would not
Bro, it's
rather
like,
that.
You're damned
Wait
if
a
you do,
second.
you're damned if you don't. Honestly.
Yeah.
But that just goes around with the generation and the time we live in, that there's so much accessibility in the palm of our hands that exactly you can do that and not even want to talk to somebody.
That's what happens. Or they do it for me. I gotta pay for it sometimes.
That's how life was off the fucking the bag ski. I had to stop that. They kicked that out. I was like, yeah, I need to find somebody.
Oh, the off-air stuff I wanted to talk about is very juicy. It's very juicy stuff. I keep thinking.
I really
about
don't even care anymore, bro. Like, whatever we talk,
it's not
talk
okay,
about,
but it goes back to what I was saying with
in
our story. This is our story. I can't start putting other people's stories.
That
but it does have to do with your story,
listeners, brother. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like, so what? I used to party a lot.
Oh no, it's something that
I'm almost 30. Like, who cares? That was my mid-20s. Like, I did early in mid-20s. I did a lot of stupid shit.
No, what I'm talking about just happened this weekend. Exactly.
And what happened?
It's fresh.
Come on, give some juice to this, brother.
All right, I might get edited out, so just stop here. You know.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt this beautifully crafted, magnificent, spectacular, magical podcast. But I would like just to remind you guys to like, follow, and subscribe if you like what you're listening to and watching. Share with a friend. Share with your mom, your dad, creepy neighbor across the street. If you don't like what you're listening to or watching, I don't give a shit. We already got the view. Now, let's get back into the show.
I thought about this. All of the people that I fuck with, like the connections that I have in the city, I've asked a lot of them, hey, you ever been to the Jersey Shore? You know what their answers are?
Yes.
Haven't even been there.
Missing out.
And I'm just thinking we could make connections like that and bring people everywhere to the shore, hang out, have a great ass time, like with people from the city, comedians and shit.
We could.
And producers, like it would be a great time.
Just show them around. Your anus.
I would deadass get an Airbnb. I'm lying.
This is my crib.
No, I wouldn't say it's my crib.
This is my crib for the weekend.
Exactly, that's what I would say.
One of my mini cribs I rent out.
We should get a shore house.
I've been only wanting to do that for the past 3 years, bro.
Only the last 3.
Only, no more than the last 3 years.
It's only been 47 minutes.
I know. We didn't even do the
I know, I'm stalling. We should have done
Joseph
something.
Stalin.
This episode hasn't been that funny. It's been a real one. I like it when we're real sometimes. Not everything's about jokes, bro.
Keeping it a buck hunted.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
No,
okay, you're just referring to the episode's been a buck 100. You want this?
Give it to me.
Quick questions. This is going off in 2 minutes, so what should we do? Let's just go for like another minute and a half. Let's hype it up. What do you think the questions are about?
Instigators.
I wish. We've done a lot of instigating on this episode. Should we name it Instigators?
Yes.
Instigators.
Instigators.
Instigators sounds so long, but yeah. Okay.
Alligators.
Instigators. It's going to be like a detective background.
Dun, dun. It should be, what's his name from Dateline NBC?
Richard Branson.
No, the Catch a Predator guy.
Chris Hansen. He's on NBC?
Yeah, wasn't it Dateline NBC to Catch Predator?
I don't know. Was that on NBC? I thought that was on YouTube.
My favorite was watching the guys get tackled.
Those are the best.
The best ones are on.
I saw one where a dude tried to run out of the back of the house, and then the guy runs to the back of the house to the front of the house.
Have you seen
Where are you going?
The ones on TikTok or Instagram, dude? The one guy was running through the store. These guys have a group. They go catch some people that do this stuff online, right? And the guy fucking picked up the dude and tossed him at his boy recording. His boy slapped him in midair, and with the fucking assist.
That's great.
Yeah, dude, these people are doing God's work out
No,
here.
they are. I love the way that they have so much proof. It's like overwhelming proof and documentation that they have. Like, you were messaging this person at this time saying this, that. Like,
they're like, is this not a picture of you?
Yeah, exactly.
With your pants off in the mirror.
Yeah, they're literally, and I love that they're not trying to call the police.
Bro,
they're actually trying to talk. I mean, the ones that I watch, they're literally, the guys are saying, I'm not going to call the police. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. Is that what the ones you're?
For the most part, they end up calling the police anyway.
They do end up always calling them. Good. Because the guy usually always does some bullshit.
Yeah, bro, the one I saw one dude was in Kingsburg.
It was one of your friends?
No, I don't know.
It was in Kingsburg. I hang out at that place.
I've been into Kingsburg before. I ain't never seen that guy a day in my life.
I hung out at the same house that was in the article.
They got him outside the amusement park.
It was me. It was my house.
Bro, my favorite are when the people get caught and they're just like, I knew this was a setup.
They say that.
Yeah, bro.
That's you.
No, they're
That's hilarious.
more than half the time they're like, I knew this was a setup. I'm good off that, brethren.
You know.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt this beautifully crafted, magnificent, spectacular, magical podcast. But I would like just to remind you guys to like, follow, and subscribe if you like what you're listening to and watching. Share with a friend. Share with your mom, your dad, creepy neighbor across the street. If you don't like what you're listening to or watching, I don't give a shit. We already got the view. Now, let's get back into the show.
I think that actually goes into one of our questions. 1 second, let's find it. These are a little, 1 second.
Are they raunchy?
There's not a lot, so we have to have fun with the few that we have.
All right.
But 1 second, I'm going to search my notes for something that I'm thinking. Knock?
Knock. Who's there? Bran. Bran who? It's the Brandon Pod.
It's the...
It's the Dan.
The question had something to do with
What?
how many... Wait, maybe it's up here.
How many looks did it take?
Hey, this is worth it.
Roll?
Okay. Oh, this is what it is.
What's up? Pay me.
For the guest intro, I have... Let's just go. I forgot to do this. How did we meet, bro?
School.
No, I think it was... Remember you came to my house one day and you you knocked on my door and you were like, hey, my name is Daniel. I just have to let you know that I moved into within 500 feet of your household. But you know,
Just a red dot.
You didn't like that one up. Hey, Dan. Hey, my name is Dan. I just moved into your neighborhood. Yeah, just letting you know.
Hey, I just have to
This is my co-host.
Hey, my name's Dan. Just to let you know, I have to let you know that I just moved around the corner from you.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. Going back to the Chris Hansen. Who are you?
Dan.
What are you?
I'm a ginger.
Where are we right now?
We're in the studio. Hashtag AC broken.
Why are you here?
I'm here to
instigate.
To instigate. I'm a big instigator.
Thank you for instigating all the time. I love when you do atrocious instigations.
I just know when I'm done instigating, there's going to be 72 virgins waiting for me.
What matters more? What it's made of or what it does? And give me an example.
Repeat that question?
What is it made of or what does it do? What's more important? What's more important? What's it made of or what does it do?
What's it made of?
Ooh.
Yep.
And then the second part?
Because something could look nice on the outside, but on the inside it could be a total piece of shit.
Ooh, okay. I was thinking more like what it does. And that doesn't matter what it... Yeah, like a necklace you're thinking, or a piece of jewelry.
It could look nice, but it could just make your neck green after a while.
And it does the same thing, but it like gives you a look of having jewelry on, but it matters what it is, not what.
It do.
Why'd that sound smart for some reason? What's the funniest joke you've heard this week? Your friend meeting you from knocking on your house.
Shit. I have to really think about that one. I don't know. Next question, though.
Besides your looks, what's the best quality about yourself?
A sense of humor.
What is one more?
One more?
Yeah. That is a good answer.
My ability to make light of a serious situation.
Should every taco come with its own lime wedge? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Why don't they?
Because sometimes these places are cheap and they don't want to give you a lime because God forbid they spare an extra 5 cents.
These were all written down, sorry. Yeah, they should. Fuck those limes, right?
Yep. Fuck them.
All right, come on. Come on. Hoops on a white girl. Yes or no? Racist? Not racist? Thoughts?
No, I like it. You know what they say: the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe.
Do they say that?
Yeah, that is a saying. The bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe.
Show me them hoops, ladies.
I've met some girls with some big hoops, and boy, are they.
What did you say about somebody having girls for me?
Huh?
Who has friends for me?
I know somebody that has some friends for you.
We'll see.
She wears little tiny hoops.
Ooh. I like little tiny hoops.
Yep.
Like Michael Jordan?
Ballin'.
Penis wedgie sounds like a Star Wars character. Can you think of any other ones?
Penis wedgie?
It does.
Armpit stench.
Okay. Okay. Gas or electricity?
Electricity.
Damn. Why?
Because how am I supposed to charge my phone off gas?
You could possibly do that.
Yeah, you're right. Generator that powers gas powers generator. Generator makes electricity.
Oh. So wouldn't your answer ultimately just be
Electricity?
what will be more impactful? Your penis or the internet or AI?
AI. Because
I don't have that many questions.
I
don't have that many questions, so I need something.
Well, then be like, oh, why do you think that? Just don't stare at me like a fucking fish out of water.
Stop. This is your... I told you... Sorry, in the beginning, I would normally say, give me quick responses. I didn't say that. I said, I need as much as I can from you. I'm already halfway done.
I'm a programmed individual, brother.
Let's start that again. What will be more impactful? The internet or AI? And why? Give me an in-depth answer, please.
AI, because it's learning more and more. And you can find out anything from AI that is on the internet in a split second, rather than having to search multiple search engines and get possible wrong and false answers put out there by people that just want to spread lies.
You're going deep today.
Artificial intelligence or artificial internet?
Ooh. That's a great name for it. That's a name for a book or a movie. The artificial internet. And you would write the book about the effects of the internet versus the effects of AI. Don't fucking steal my ideas.
Can't jerk off the AI, though. You can find porn on the internet.
Are you insane? They're going to be making artificial intelligent videos of whatever you like in your wicked mind.
Anime titties.
I love anime titties. Besides your personality, what are the 3 worst qualities about yourself? I didn't have to say that.
Let's see. Sometimes I remember shit real easily. My short-term memory is shot. I drive faster than I think I'm actually going. And I'm never on time for anything.
You do drive fast.
Because I'm always late.
And what was the first one?
Short-term memory, because I almost just forgot.
That's beautiful. That was good. Are we connected to the earth the same way a tree is connected to the ground?
Yes, through our energy and through our being and aura. You give off energy. And electricity pulses operate your brain and fire off. So what happens when you die? Where does it go?
If one's rectum is extremely angry or is expected to be racist, how would you solve that?
Good old plug.
Okay.
Good old butt plug, as some would call it. Or a tail, as the furries call it.
This one's hard. I always wanted a lady to do a off of my... How do I make this happen? Where do they...
I might know somebody that might be interested in doing that, but it might involve your tail light getting busted out afterwards.
Okay, so...
It's a deep cut. If anyone knows, you know.
All right. Oh, this is a video I just want to show. They did it on Tim Dillon's. It's a... Does Iran have a nuke?
Yes.
Did they have a nuke?
They do. Somewhere hidden.
I heard that
they smuggled the parts already into the United States, and it's already here.
Who told you
what the sleeper cells are doing.
Who
They're
told
preparing
you
it.
Who told you this? I'm dead ass. Who told you this? I heard the same information. So it must be real.
I literally just thought about it. So
wow.
it
I
real.
swear I heard that they were told in advance that the bunker bombs were coming. They had 18 hours and know, like not 18 hours, but they had a long time to know it was coming. And all of that instigator material was gone to another instigator spot.
And it's here.
It's waiting.
Via the cartels.
These are a little dated. Will we go to war over Israel and Iran?
No.
Oh, will we go to war with... Well, the instigator... All right, let's just not ask that one. It's a video of in Lebanon, and there's a wedding going on, and there's missiles going off in the background, and they use it as a soundtrack to the wedding, and I just thought it was very beautiful. Beautiful sight
like
for humanity.
Like stars falling from the sky.
Almost. And them just celebrating. It was like seeing the beauty of humanity while also seeing
the darkness.
The darkness within.
Beautifully said.
Beautifully said. I think we landed this plane a while ago.
Minimal editing.
Actually, maybe not.
You're alright.
I thought we were way deeper than we were.
It's tweaking.
I ran out of questions.
You got like 10 or 15 more minutes.
I ran out of questions. I was like, this podcast is over. Wait, this is over. It's over.
I'm done. No more.
All right.
I don't know if I've ever asked you this, but have you ever had your debit card information stolen?
Stolen? No.
Or like used when you didn't purchase anything?
No. It would get immediately declined.
Really?
And for 90% of my life, it would get immediately declined. Any purchase over like $10. It's like, last couple of years, if you try to steal my identity, you're going to literally just be like,
I feel bad for this. Just inherited debt from stealing his information.
I had to pay off his bank. I had to pay his bank. His negative bank account.
Joke's on you, buddy. I ain't got no money.
No, I always put my for real. I always put my information and stuff in like AI. If they were like, "Hey, put your," I'm like, I don't have shit to take from me. You don't have shit you could get from me.
Go ahead.
Take whatever you like.
Take my likeness.
I'll regret that one day.
Yeah, probably.
But actually, when you get so famous, it's like,
do you think anyone's ever gonna make a deep fake of you?
oh yeah,
doing what?
Everything.
I feel like I had a really good question. I can't remember what it was. Damn it. I should have texted it to you when I thought about it.
I saw Dave Chappelle last. Oh, I thought it was Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, you started off with...
He hopped out. Everybody was like, it was just crazy to see, like, in the beginning, everyone was like, is that Dave Chappelle? Is that Dave Chappelle? Is that every car that pulled up that was nice? Is that Dave Chappelle? And then when he pulled up, everyone, I like turned around and looked for real. No one said a word because they just knew.
Starstruck.
You just knew it was the way they pulled up. You just like knew.
Yeah, because the Newport was probably hanging out the window.
It was two black suburban caddies. Two caddies just pull up, all blacked out, look like the president. Pull up. 3 or 4 dudes hop out of the back. One hop in the front. One dude hops out the front.
Real security.
Literally
shit,
walk as he's walking and standing in front of the place is like 3 or 4 people. He signs a few autographs. We all look. It's just crazy to see. Like there was a bunch of comics that I was hanging out with who were like dumb famous, like industry known famous. Remember the circle I was talking about? Like I'm in the background circle.
A little circle of cheese.
That circle, that Dave Chappelle circle, came out of the car and walked. That's a whole different echelon of a circle than the circle I was even hanging out with. Yeah. It was just crazy to see. Like most comics are cool. They chill in the front of the place. Like he was just on a whole different level.
What dude he's doing out here?
I thought that too. Like he has his own club now.
I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I know Adam Sandler's filming another movie in New Jersey.
I've seen that Adam Sandler's been going around at the Comedy Cellar a lot lately.
Dude, New Jersey's really about to be like the next fucking place to be.
I was looking at it too, bro. We need to just apply pressure on this podcast. Bro, we have mad subscribers. 200 subscribers on YouTube. That's not a lot, but
it's a decent amount.
Bro, I've seen podcasts who've done it way longer with way less followers.
Actually, I was gonna give one of our former guests, fellow podcasters, a shout out for reaching the milestone, but you can edit that part out.
Go ahead.
Don't even mention it.
No.
Now
Now I want to know.
Now it doesn't even sound that hyped. So now they're gonna be like, thanks.
Who? Now, all right.
No,
I'll edit it out.
Bobby Breaks hit 5K on YouTube.
Oh, that's amazing. Good for him. We could keep. I mean,
all right. You want me to...
I think that's fucking. I'm happy for 200. Imagine how happy I would be if we had 5,000. If we had 5,000 subscribers and we had the same amount of views that we had, like, we would be making money.
It will be, brother.
No. I'm just saying, good for him. Like, good.
What about
You
paying?
should buy his account.
What about paying for a blue check on Instagram just to get more views and shit? Apparently, boost your profile.
Production will haze you.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell you, do it for the insides, not for the outsides. I'd much rather for real go. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's whatever you want to do ultimately. I'd rather be nobody and appeal to the algorithms and the system and try to pay for them to get promotion, whatever the hell you think is going to happen, than actually I'd rather provide great fucking content that people actually like and share, that no matter what the fuck Instagram should be telling us, hey, you should be verified. Not us requesting, paying money. It's like, no, it's like, hey, I'm this person. What the fuck is going on here? Yes, that's what I want for you and for me. But if you want to pay for it, go ahead. Waste $15 every month. Like, it would help us. It would only help us ultimately. But from my perspective, it's like, bro, I'd rather fucking grind than
Grinder.
Flatbed. You watched that episode?
No, not yet.
We'll switch up the thumbnails on this one. Make it very fun.
Hit someone with the flatbed recently. They loved it.
You did.
Yeah.
It works.
It does. I wanted to give credit to you, but then
Sure. They would have been weird.
what if they wanted to go to the original source?
I could have given them straight concentrated technique.
Concentrated flatbed. Four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive engaged.
Ooh, 4-wheel drive. That's a good one. What would be the position for 4-wheel drive? Well, like what? It sounds like a position. I hit her with the 4-wheel drive last night.
I put her in 4-wheel drive. It's when you put her on all fours.
Okay. And then you like stand over her. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Menacingly. Just
No. It's almost like when you can put your foot on the back of her head. You know, one of those.
And you drive it. Right into the bed.
It's like a scooter.
Exactly. Bro, I saw a Jew on a Skidoo yesterday. That made me laugh.
You saw, wait, what did you?
A Jew on a Skidoo.
Oh, that's great. Shout out BLP.
He was vibing.
Shout out BLP.
BLP for real, brother. I haven't listened to that boy for.
There's a song that I listened to one time in Steven's, your brother's car with him, From Afar. Exactly. I just love that song for some reason. It's like it's like a dumb, stupid look, like a love song. BLP Kosher, From Afar. Way deeper than the birds and the bees.
BLP Kosher made a love song?
Yeah, he made a whole like love album.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. Did not know that.
I don't know if it's the whole album, but it's definitely like a pink cover art, and it's like
it's a good portion.
I only listened to that one song. I actually never went to the rest of the album. I should.
You should. Just go listen to the beautiful masterpiece.
I feel like I'm supporting too much.
Gotcha. Don't even have to finish your sentence. It's been me the whole time, brother.
You're getting too comfortable here.
That's the whole point. Yeah? It's about that time?
I think so, yeah.
This is your co-pilot speaking. We're approaching landing height, altitude.
Why are you becoming Indian?
It's not Indian. It's my the way I talk.
He sounds like
we're approaching landing altitude.
He could have been from Boston.
Exactly. So
Tired guy
why
from
you on
Boston.
my ass? Get off my ass. If I crash this plane.
It's already crashing.
I'd like to thank you guys for tuning into another episode of the Brandon and Daniel podcast. If you like what you listen to, like, follow, subscribe, share with a friend, share with your grandma, your dad, your mom, your brother, your sister,
Your mom,
your weird neighbor across the street.
your sister, your hot
You
sister.
didn't like what you listened to, you still did anyway. So,
You're fucked.
catch you on another episode of the Brand Dan. It's the Brand Dan Show. The Brandon Show. The Brandon. It's the Brandon Show.
Come watch the show. Come bring all of your